Hello, it's Electric Brian here, and I'm going to do some full self-driving around Colonial Williamsburg, mixing the old with the new. I have a trip set up that'll just drive through some random-ish spots around the area, and it's interesting because some of the destinations, you can't really drive there, so I'm wondering what the full self-driving is going to do. It has gaps between the different routes. So I'm going to go to the Colonial Williamsburg Visitor Center, the John D. Rockefeller Library, College of William and Mary, Kilwin's Ice Cream, Kilwin's Chocolate / Ice Cream, right in the downtown Colonial Williamsburg area, and then to a park where I'll do some exercise. So, into drive, and into full self-driving. So I'm in one park now, Kiwanis Park in Williamsburg, Virginia. And the car is going 10 miles per hour in the parking lot. Now 9. Which is probably the right thing to do, but there are no other cars very early in the morning here. The sun is just starting to come out. The sunrise isn't for another 10 minutes or so, but it's bright enough now. I am on version 12.3.6, where that was super strong acceleration. I do have it set to chill for my acceleration. It is on aggressive for full self-driving. However, I've noticed zero difference with how full self-driving handles the different settings. Chill, average, or aggressive. So the only thing I've noticed maybe is lane changes on the highway. It makes a difference.
Now turn right onto Richmond Road.
Coming out to Route 60 / Richmond Road, where normally it's a very busy road. There's a bicyclist that stopped very well for the bicyclist. Now it's going to have to give the biker a lot of room. I would have probably gotten over earlier, but it did give the biker enough room. So normally this road has all sorts of traffic, but early on a Saturday morning, there's not much at all. Just made everything slide over to the side of the car and whoa, that was a bad job of staying within the lines. Good thing there's no one around. Gas at that 7-Eleven is $3.16 per gallon. I have seen at other places well under $3, like $2.60 per gallon. But it sure is a lot cheaper in the EV. It's coming up way too hard on these stopped cars. There's a red light ahead and it took a while for it to decide to start slowing down. Full self-driving definitely does a lot of things very well. Just the comfort of the ride is what should be improved. So I'm approaching the first destination. I want to see what it does around this parking lot. And once it pulls in here, I will remove this stop. Now it's going to have to figure out how to get out of here. It sure is a lot of construction. The Williamsburg Sports and Event Center is getting built. It does see that this is a pathway out, so that's good. It's going to follow this road all the way around. I would have just 3-point turned it. Would have been faster, but this works. I get to see. Whoa! Everything just went flying. It stopped. That was not a stop sign. And it just decided all of a sudden slam on the brakes. Everything I had on the seat went flying. Man. That sign was just a arrow saying visitor parking that way. Stopped 6 feet short of the stop line. It's clear. There's a stop sign coming up. It should be slowing down. The acceleration. And it's not slowing down for the stop light. Okay, stopped harder than I would have liked, but I don't think it actually had to use the brakes. The speed limit is 35. It went 0 to 47 immediately and then dropped down to 41 to 40. If it knows it's going to go 40, just get up to 40. Don't go 47 and then 40. It makes people car sick. It's a very nice road here. Trees everywhere. but no one's coming. Is doing a good job on these roads. This isn't a particularly hard drive for it. So we are approaching the John D. Rockefeller Jr. Library. Some very nice grounds here. Don't know. I guess it's gonna drop me off right. Oh, it stopped hard. Sorry, I thought it was stopping hard at the crosswalk. It just reached my destination, so I will remove that and continue on to the College of William and Mary. I'm driving through parking spots right now, alongside their parking spots. It thinks there's a way through here, but there's not. It shows it on the navigation as a way through. Maybe it just should have turned around earlier, but okay. So now it's going to have to go in reverse. It could easily just reverse here. There was a parking spot over here, I could do that. It got itself into a jam here, and now it's just stuck. It won't move. I'm going to have to take over. I thought this loading dock was a road. Oh, I turned the wheel. The car got itself stuck. It turned into a dead end and is not turning around. So yeah, if there was a parking spot, I was gonna pick it so it would back up. I didn't want to have to touch the steering wheel this whole drive, but alas. It just kept on going the wrong way the whole time, so here we go, back onto full self-driving. Not looking promising for a robo-taxi. Okay, we've made it out of the library driveway. This is scary. It's going hard at a curb. It swerved over at the last second. It's as though it didn't know the road narrowed. And again, the speed limit is 25, so it gunned it to 29 and then backed off. There's a car behind me who really doesn't like that I'm going 28 and a 25. Probably wants to be going 35. So already the car behind me was annoyed that I was going 28 and a 25. But then the light turned green and the car did not go. It didn't give a ding to say the light turned green. It didn't go. The car behind me honked. It's even madder at me now. So I had to press the accelerator. That's a major intervention. So that's it. Got stuck was one major, huge intervention, and then it not going on a green light was a big intervention as well. So I have arrived at my destination. It was just a random spot at the university. I'll just see where it goes from here. It did add more to the navigation route. Probably can't see it, but the William and Mary football stadium is right over here. It's clear as clear could be now. So now it did reach my destination. It pulled over to the side of the road for me to let me out. That was nice. So now I'm going to remove that stop and let's see how it continues. It should signal and pull out. Perfect. That was perfectly done. Stopped at a good spot for the stop line, and there's a big hill on one side and a curve on the other, so I had to creep forward and it did a good job. So now let's stop these. Pedestrian, but we have a green light. They don't have a walk light, so okay, it did go. It just hesitated, making sure the pedestrian was stopped. We're back in more of the Colonial Williamsburg area. So I'm going to remove that stop. There are barriers on one side. It does show it on the screen here. We go full screen now, I guess. We're right in the heart of the touristy Colonial Williamsburg area. There are a couple parking garages here that have free charging, but you have to pay to park in the parking garage. So this park I'm going to that has free charging is only 2 miles away from the main Colonial Williamsburg area, so you could park at the Quarter Path Park, charge there for free, and just walk a couple miles into CW. It's a good way to get free parking, free charging, and exercise. And really that was to one end of Colonial Williamsburg. To the back end, it's even a shorter walk. Might not be the easiest, but it's a possibility if you want a good walk, free parking, and free charging, as I said. I don't know why it thinks the speed limit is 5 miles per hour. I don't know what it saw. It's going 5 miles an hour, 6 miles an hour, because it thinks the speed limit is 5. This is a critical disengagement. Not disengaging, but it's okay. Now it thinks the speed limit is 25 again. Wow. It's a road where people probably go 40 in the 25. So to go 5 or 6 miles per hour in it is very, very bad. It's also bad to go 40, but just scary that all of a sudden it slowed down to 5 miles per hour. Oh, you know what? Route 5. I see it says there was a sign for 5 East. Definitely not 5 miles per hour. So we're at an intersection with Route 5 and Route 60. Is it going to go 5 or is it going to go 60? It did keep it at 25 now. I have that same issue at home on Route 15 where the speed limit is 50 miles per hour. It goes 15 miles per hour. So even though it's showing a green light on the map, it was just a green arrow, but it properly didn't go until it actually got the green light. Almost. It felt like it was going to turn into that parking lot short of the actual turn, but it did correct. And here I am at the destination. So I will disengage because I am where I want to be. These are the chargers here. It's hard to figure out where to park because there are 3. Why wouldn't it go into reverse? There are 3 chargers, but only 2 parking spots. I guess the cord is long enough to reach the other parking spot. I should have used auto park. I totally missed my spot. Oh. That's interesting how auto park just... all it has to do is back up. I wonder, just straight back. corrections it'll have to make. Did have to a lot of corrections for just a slight angle change, but here I am at the destination. So 12.3.6 still is no good, and Elon's promise of getting the new version released to everyone is many days late.